I have two words for you: predator drones.
Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the Man at YouTube with another model video. Today we'll be building, unboxing and reviewing the DIY assembly model 1/87 scale RQ-1 Predator drone. This was found on AliExpress just for a few dollars, 2 runners, set of instructions. Listed and easily passed up as a cheap toy. The boxing is honestly a Ziploc bag, contains 2 recycled ABS runners, a uncut sticker sheet and glossy tiny instruction card. The assembly guide is in perspective and stupid. Very hard to read and follow. The moulding is well tooled, highly polished and looks good in its current plastic form. It is a snap kit. I'll be using traditional scale modelling methods of double cutting with nippers, cleaning up the nub and cementing everything together with adhesive to fill the seam line with putty and sanding that away. All completely unnecessarily, but we will be painting this like a traditional scale model. Otherwise, for under $5, this is amazing value. But with 10 parts as a snapper, you're barely going to get 5 to 10 minutes of fun. It's not much, and it's very much reminiscent of a Generation 2 4D models aircraft line. However, with a lot more thought in the tooling with ejector pin marks on the inside and Bandai Gunpla level polishing on the outside. The 2 wings clip on either side and the fuselage sandwiches together, followed by adding everything else in its correct colour: the camera, propeller and armaments. It's precision fit, everything snaps nicely and holds together if you were not to glue. Back to the Gundam comparison, it's all colour separatable, so you can airbrush or spray the individual parts. That's all to it, very simple mechanism. Biggest downside, it does not display very well nor sit by itself assembled. Been sitting on these Airfix clear stands for almost ever. However, on eBay, Amazon, AliExpress, you can get clear and floating wargaming bases, similarly used for Warhammer and whatnot in bulk. For painting and adhering, I also buffed out that polish with 1000 grit sandpaper to promote greater paint adhesion and that I could control the finish later. Look at it spin. Mounting it on a peg and corrugated skewer holder. The scheme is just a typical US Air Force military grey. Could hit it with something paint code color correct, but that's not what we do on this channel. We match the base color and get something lighter and darker. Being US aircraft, the darker shade is generally on the bottom. I like to use hobby grade lacquers. Mr. Hobby has all the right colors. When it does dry out, I get sample colors from an automotive paint outlet and re-bottle it. It is thinned to a water viscosity with a slow drying automotive thinner and used in a 0.5 Chinese bought airbrush. Externally mixed so I won't have any flow or clog issues. I base coat the whole thing in its main colours and then I highlight the top and bottom with its corresponding shades. Not particularly difficult. Also using my budget compressor that's bought cheap. Then flushed and tidied everything with gun cleaner. I have many videos, tutorials and product reviews on my entire painting process. Like the build, very simple, not too challenging. I'd go for this if you're after the subject matter more so than a challenge. The pictures are also pretty wrong and you're going to have to Google reference and coloured the armaments and details via hand as per real life photos. The markings are also something else and have no US Air Force rondels at this scale, and tightly trimmed the sticker and placed it with a very heavy clear coat in hoping to balance it all out. These are fairly basic, clean, slick and short-lived pieces of kit, so there's not much in the way of detail build-up, panels, grit, dirt, shadowing or whatnot, so sludge wash and any weathering isn't really required and will just look wrong and off on this subject. The turnaround is very quick and fairly satisfied. It is pretty close and ideal to the reference material. Just a nice, quick mental build, throw down, fun bit. No different to a few hours one would sink in an old Revell or Airfix kit back in the day. Low risk, mediocre reward. Big dopamine hit of finishing something. The memes and fun are endless. Would give this to a kid as a play toy. Amazing for a wargaming piece if that's the sort of campaign thing you're doing. 100%, I do highly recommend this. Nice little break between much bigger projects and definitely low effort content to feed the algorithm. But I'm happy with it, like it, willing to display it in the collection. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time, stay tuned for further content. Please check out the description section down below for reference and social media links where I post further content of finished models and other things. We'll catch you guys next time. Uploads every week, and catch you later.